Hello, I'm Ivan, and you're watching my musical success journey. And this is the sixth video in the series of how to live stream your band. This video will cover the platforms that you can use to live stream your band. The three platforms that I want to use, and there's two that I do use, one that I don't use that much, not very often. I don't know a lot about it, I'm still learning it. The first is TikTok. I use TikTok. I use YouTube, and then the one that I don't use a lot is called Twitch, because I don't know too much about it. It's kind of a strange platform compared to those other ones. But I kind of want to go over how I live stream to each of those. They both have, how do I say? They both have different ways of live streaming to them. For instance, TikTok. Okay, TikTok has its own platform. It's called TikTok Studio, and you can live stream with on your PC through the studio, and you can set up different cameras and stuff like that. But it's a lot more difficult than it is on YouTube. On YouTube, I stream through their, I use OBS Studio to stream to YouTube. So it's like a third party platform, streaming software that I use to stream on YouTube. But TikTok has their own. Plus, there's also for vertical video, you can just use your cell phone, which I use most of the time. I just use cell phone for TikTok because it's really easy. And that's how their system is set up for vertical videos. You can use horizontal, but most people do vertical. But TikTok has their own streaming like software, and it's called TikTok Studio. And I don't really care for TikTok Studio that much, so usually on TikTok I'm just using my phone. And I will show you TikTok, my my homepage on TikTok. This is my profile. This is the TikTok profile that I have. And you can see, I've done most of my videos here. I think I can scroll through. I don't have too many videos on there. I have quite a few, but not a whole lot. But this right here is my very first video that I did. And that's kind of how TikTok looks. Now, when I started live streaming, it was strictly on YouTube. That's the next platform that I'm going to cover. YouTube, I started watching YouTube videos on how to live stream, and that's pretty much how I learned live streaming, and then I moved on to TikTok afterwards. And YouTube, I use a program called OBS Studio, and I will show you. You're going to see my ugly mug 2 times, but this is the OBS Studio platform right here. Okay, and if you notice down here, this is your audio mixer right here. This right here is where you set up your scenes. This is your sources, like your cameras that you add in each scene, and your audio that you add in each scene. And then I'll kind of go in depth with that a little bit. But not right now. So let me go back to my front camera. All right. But I started out on YouTube. That's how I learned YouTube, and I started out using OBS Studio to stream the YouTube. And it is very learning intensive to use OBS Studio. I mean, like I said, there's all kinds of videos out there. I watched a ton of YouTube videos on how to live stream your band, and pretty much anything you want to know about OBS Studio is out there. And but I can show you the things that I do, and that's all I can do. But in OBS Studio, you can set up different scenes, which, let me go back to my screen share. If you go here, these are called scenes, and I have one that's called low cam, mid cam, high cam, and those, I name those scenes so I know which camera that I'm looking at. And then I have a screen share scene, which if I go back to the screen share, you'll see my other computer screen, which has my TikTok channel up on it. Now, if I go over to that computer screen and I click on that tab, now you're looking at my YouTube channel. And then this is my Twitch channel. Okay. But we're going to focus on YouTube, so I'm going to go back to that. But, oh boy, I lost my mouse. All right. But in order to stream from YouTube, you have to have a stream key. And I believe YouTube, once you create your YouTube channel, if you want to go live, you have to wait 24 hours once you apply, and you have to verify your information. It'll pop up a screen that says, you know, how do you want to verify your information, and make a short video or a selfie, do a selfie on your cell phone. And, you know, you'll verify your account. You just use an email address. I use Google. That's my Google email that I use for YouTube. And if you don't have a Google account, create one, and it's real easy. And then just use whatever. I usually try and make my email the same name as my channel. That way it's all connected. It's all interlaced. You know what I mean? But I will show you, let's see, let me show you how I set up a live stream on YouTube. Okay, and I'm going to do a live stream tutorial real quick. So this is how you would set up a YouTube video or a live stream on YouTube. Okay, so let me go to my screen share. So I'm on my YouTube channel. Now, if you look over here, this little button over here that I have my cursor on, it says create, and it gives you an option. You can create a video, you can go live, or create a post. Well, when you want to go live, you click on this button right here, and then their live stream setup area will pop up. Okay. And then in order to retrieve your stream key, it says connect your encoder to go live, and in this screen right here, and it says learn how to use encoders. Well, download and set up your streaming software. We already have streaming software. I use OBS Studio, so I don't have to do that. But right here, it says paste the stream key into your software. And this right here is the stream key right here. All right. And you just hit this copy button. Okay. You hit copy. And then you hit done. And then you go over to OBS Studio. And then over here, where it says file, you can go to settings. And then this settings window will pop up. And then you go to where it says stream. And then you pick, here you can pick your different places you want it to go. I pick primary YouTube Ingest Server Legacy RTMP. That's the one I use. And then it says use stream key. So here's where you would put the stream key. Now there's one in there from my last live stream that I did on YouTube. So I just highlight it and delete it out, and then paste the stream key that I copied, and then I go down and hit apply, and I hit OK. And now I can stream to YouTube. So I am recording right now, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit start streaming, and then I'm going to go over to the screen share, and you're going to see what happens to that YouTube channel, that page that I was just on, where I got the stream key from, and you're going to see what YouTube does when I go live. But there's one setting. Let me go to I started streaming, so I go to the screen share, and you'll see YouTube kick in. There it goes. It's saying excellent connection. And so now I am streaming on YouTube, and down here it says stream settings. Here's where you can go, and I should have did this before I went live, but what I'll do is I'll go in here and I'll edit the title. Messing around with my camera setup, I'll just leave it at that. I'll just leave it at that. And I just change that. I'll copy that, and I'll just paste it down in here for the description, and hit save. So, and you can set the visibility right here. Who's going to be able to see it? Public. All right. And then once you've done all that, you go back to analytics. This little tab right here, it says current viewers. It'll tell you how many viewers you have. So right now I don't have any, and it tells me I haven't had any views, even though I am live streaming right now. It's telling me I don't have anybody watching. Okay. And then right here, it tells you your chat rate. Now, this box over here, this is your chat box right here. So anytime somebody makes a comment and wants to chat with you, this is where they would do it. And then you can actually type in here, like I'll say hello, hello. Like, so if anybody's watching, like there's nobody watching right now, but that's where you'll see that. Now, you can do what's called popping out this. And I like to do this because when I live stream my band, I like to see the chat where we're playing. And I have a monitor set up over on the play side of the studio where the band is playing that faces the band. And what I do is I pop out this chat, and you'll see another box pop out. Okay, so that is the live chat, right? And I can move that to any screen I want. So I'm going to move it over to my second screen, and you'll see it over there once I change it back to OBS Studio. And I'll make it a little bit shorter. All right, so now I move that chat box, and now I'll go over to that screen so you could see that. And there's actually somebody watching on my YouTube channel right now, which is cool. So if you're watching on YouTube, I'm just setting up, showing people how to stream on YouTube, making a little video, and I'm walking through the process. So that is what I'm doing right now. So if I go over to this second page, you'll see that chat. Well, now I got to bring it back up because it closed. But there we go. All right, so now this is the chat box. And like I said, I can move it anywhere I want. I can move it to a different screen. I can move it, keep it here. Like I said, I have another screen in my band area where we play, and I put it in there and put it full screen, and I can see who's chatting with me and who's not chatting with me. But that is a pretty cool feature. All right, well, on YouTube, I'm going to go ahead and stop the stream, and I'll show you guys how to do that. So if you look right here, it says stop streaming, right? And this is a software called OBS Studio, where you hit this button right here, stop streaming, and it'll stop the stream. And I'll go back to the other screen. And you will see that video go bye-bye once it's done streaming. See how it's streaming? Yeah. So then you just go over here, hit end stream. Your stream will stop immediately. You will no longer be live. And you hit end. And that's how you end your live stream. And then it tells you some information about how many people viewed it, how long they were viewing, all that good stuff. And that's basically how I live stream to YouTube. And it's not that difficult. I use YouTube Studio or OBS Studio to stream to YouTube, and that is the easiest possible way for me to live stream. I enjoy live streaming to YouTube. TikTok, I'm still learning. I'm still learning how to live stream to TikTok. It's a challenge because on TikTok you have to route your audio to your camera. And how I do that is I have two audio interfaces that I use that I use to do that. Okay, because one audio interface goes from my computer, and the other one goes from audio interface into another audio interface, and then that audio interface goes into my camera. I know it's kind of complicated, but I think I kind of showed a little bit before that when I was doing the audio interface live stream. But that's how I get sound for TikTok on my phone. And I just set up a camera stand, set my phone in it, and talk to the damn camera or the phone, pretty much. But so that is how you set it up for YouTube. Now TikTok's a whole different ballgame. And if I opened up TikTok's live studio, which I can, not really too keen on doing that because it is a resource hog, which is why I don't really like using it. So let me go back to that. And now I'm on my TikTok page where you see here, right here, and I'll just kind of show you. This says live. If I click here, and you might get some audio coming through once I click on this, but if I hit live, all right, you got to go hit go live, right? And I'm going to close that because otherwise there will be some people that pop up. All right, so now it's asking me to open live studio. And I hit yes. And it should open live studio. It takes a while. Like I said, this program is a resource hog. And I am still waiting for it to open up. And a lot of times what I have to do, because it doesn't open up automatically or quickly, is I'll minus this screen. And then I have which I'll bring it out here so you can see it. I have a TikTok live studio icon. If I double click that, it should open up the studio. And I'm already signed into TikTok, so it should connect to my account automatically. All right, so this is live studio. It's opening up. And like I said, this live studio is a freaking resource hog. Oh, it's got some updates, so I have to update it. And once it's done updating, I can show you the interface. And like I said, I don't really like using Live Studio too much. I can, but I don't really choose to. Also, I've also found that, let me go back to this camera. I also found that the audio like if I wanted to play guitar to a track or whatever, the audio from the track and the audio from my mixer doesn't sync up. But when I use OBS Studio, it's perfectly in sync because all the audio is traveling through the audio interface. For some reason, TikTok, it separates it and it's not synced. So I don't really, the only time I use TikTok is if I'm just talking like this or I'm playing some music, and I'm not trying to play it to a track or whatever. Um, so TikTok is restarting right now. So I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting for TikTok to their TikTok live studio to open up. And like I said, it's resource intensive and it takes forever. And I don't enjoy using that software. I like using OBS Studio. And there's not really a way. I guess they don't give out stream keys like they used to, because you used to be able to stream to TikTok with a stream key, but they want you to use their TikTok live studio, and I don't really care for it. Sorry, TikTok, but I don't. So I usually don't use TikTok. All right, looks like it's coming back up. All right, so yeah, it's thinking. There we go. So here's some of the live. This is the first screen you'll see. And then if you hit go live, it'll open up a whole new other thing. It'll ask you to set up your cameras and everything. Like I don't believe I have a camera set up right now. But I can go ahead and change this. I can set up a camera, but it might affect this recording because, like I said, it is a resource hog. All right, so now I can go and I can choose a camera, which I'm going to do this camera maybe today, maybe. Like I said, this, I do not like using their software. There we go. Now the camera should pop up here shortly. But for some reason it is not. And I think it's because I'm using it in OBS Studio. So let me see. Do I have another camera that I could use? I do, but I'm not going to. But anyways, that's why I don't use this program, because it is a pain in the keister. So, but you can stream to TikTok using your camera on your cell phone, and that's the way I do it. I just use my camera. I don't use their software because their software is not good. It's very laggy, as you just saw, right? Now Twitch is a whole different ball game, and I haven't really set up Twitch. You know what? Let's do that. Let's try and set up Twitch together. And if I succeed, great. If not, well, that's fine too. I'm going to go ahead and close the TikTok tab. Now I'm on Twitch. Now I'm going to go over to the screen so you can see it. All right. Offline. I haven't used this too much. But let's see here. Now let me go back to OBS Studio. Now in OBS Studio, you can, if you go to settings, you go to stream service, you can actually choose Twitch right here. Twitch, and it says connect to your account. And basically all you do is type in your username Oh. Uh, I think my username is. What's my username? Let me go back to. Let's see if I can. Well, I can. Hold on. Give me a second. Okay, I'm on my channel. Oh, settings. There we go. Username. My musical success journey. All lowercase. All right. And then password. I can't tell you what the password is. I know what it is. All right, so you log in. And now I gotta retrieve something from my email. Which, thank God, I have. Let me go back to this camera. I need to move this over. Oh, no. Anyways, I can't. I'm trying to do the video. So. All right. So it is. All right. So now I'm in Twitch. And this is where you set it up. And I think you want to set this to like 6. Apply. Oh boy. So I'm trying to do this with you in real time here. And for some reason, it is not letting me. That's weird. All right. I guess I can't do Twitch. Man. Let me try it again. All right. Log in. And I gotta get another code. Jesus. All right. There we go. All right. So it's saying I'm logged in. And how do I change that? How do I change the category? Talk to me. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Done. And then do I just start streaming? Start streaming? Let's see. Is it going to do it? All right. If I go to my channel, does it say I'm streaming? I have no idea. No. I don't know why. Something I have to do. Done. All right. Is it coming? Oh, there it's going. Let me take you over to the. Here, it says it's going. It says I'm live now. But does it have a camera? Now this is going kind of slow too. Weird. I don't know. Like I said, I've never failed to determine. Oh, okay. Let me go to stream settings. Done. Let me go here. Settings. Go to stream. I don't know. I don't know. Output. Let's take this down to 6,000. I believe they want you to keep it at 6,000. I could do that camera. Let me try that camera. I don't know. Is there a button that I click over here? Updated. I don't know. Let me try to do that again. It's not doing nothing. So I have no idea. Okay, well, that is unsuccessful. And I'll show you my screen what I'm seeing. This is what I see. It says I'm live. I guess. I don't know. What is going on here? An advertisement popped up. Offline, it says. What if I hit start stream again? Let's try that again. It says live now. And let me go watch. Oh, I hear my voice. But I do not see my camera. Let me go to this camera. Let's see here. Oh, there we go. So now, all right, I'm live on Twitch now. Go figure. And I'll show you that. See, now you can see it. And you can actually hear it too. Well, I can hear it in my headphones, but I don't know if you can hear it. Wonder if I hit the application audio. Oh, no. All right, hold on. I gotta go to application. And I go to... Maybe here? Can you hear it now? I don't know. Doesn't look like it. Maybe here? Oh, yeah. Can you hear it now? You sure can. You should be able to hear that now. Doesn't look like it.
Oh
Maybe
my
here?
God.
Oh yeah. Can you hear it now? You sure can. You should be able to hear that now. Doesn't look like it.
Oh my
All right.
God.
Cool. Oh yeah. Can
Yep.
you hear it now? You sure can. You should be able
That's
to hear
wickedly
that now.
cool, though.
Doesn't look like it.
Oh my
All right.
God.
Cool. Oh yeah. Can
Yep.
you hear it now? You sure can. You should be able to
You're
hear
gonna
it.
get
Cool,
double.
though.
They're gonna get
Oh,
double
all right.
audio on.
Cool. Oh yeah. On TikTok. But now it's better now. I turned that off. I turned the application audio off. But I'm just doing some testing here, trying to do some live streaming on Twitch. So this is cool. So I can actually do, I wonder if I could do, all right. So I set up the Twitch, so I'm good. So I'm good to go on Twitch, which is good. All right. So thanks for going on an adventure with me. I know I'm just supposed to be going over that, but hopefully this give you some insight on all of this. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully it wasn't too long and tedious and boring. But thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.